changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This weekend, I wanted to get a few different things done. We want to go through our closet and see if there are some things that we can sell or donate or get rid of. And then depending on how that goes, maybe continuing to declutter other areas of the house as well. Other than that, of course, there's the normal things that we have to do every weekend, like meal planning, ordering groceries, that kind of stuff. But of course, we also want to make sure that we're doing some fun things as well. So this weekend, we were thinking of going to Little Island because we've never been there before. Let's get to it. So right now I'm going through these two containers that had been sitting in the closet. It was mostly stuff that I knew we were going to try to sell or donate at some point and just never got around to it. This is all stuff that we're trying to sell. These are like frames and stuff that we have to decide where we're gonna hang them or what we're gonna get rid of. I don't know. I'm having decision fatigue, so we'll check that out another time. We are feeling pretty tired from, I don't know, I guess decision fatigue. So we're gonna go out now. We're gonna go take a walk at Little Island. So I wanted to check my planner to see what else we really needed to try to work on today. I had actually made a list of areas of the house that I wanted to purge quite a few months ago. According to my list, I had already done the bathroom cabinets and the bathroom hangers, whatever that meant, the entry closet and the entry cabinet drawer. I know that I want to go back through the entry closet because I know I pulled out a jacket, said, I'm going to sell this, and then didn't because it's a winter jacket and it was like summer, but it's nearly the season again. So I actually think I'll have to remember to pull that out. So today we did the living room closet. So I'm going to mark that off. So the other thing that Jordan and I want to work on is our budgeting for the week. So basically what we do is we use the Mint app. We've connected the Mint app to my bank account as well as the credit cards that we share. We've input what our budget is for the month as well as what our income is. All of the transactions that go to those associated accounts will show up in the app. The app is really cool because it'll actually auto-categorize things for you. Let's say you go to Trader Joe's. It's going to know that that's groceries and it's going to categorize it as groceries. Sometimes it also just categorizes things incorrectly. For example, it used to think that our rent at our old apartment, for some reason, it would always go through as babysitting. So I think there are like ways that you can actually tell it to like always categorize something as something. So we could probably make this easier on ourselves, but I haven't thought to do that until now. But yeah, so anyway, so now I just want to go through and categorize stuff that we have spent money on in the last few weeks since the last time we updated Mint.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice.
Good morning. Today I was just hoping to get a little bit more stuff done. So we do need to meal plan and order groceries. We also need to finish going through the things that we pulled out yesterday. We also need to decide about the frames, which ones we're keeping, which ones we are going to sell or donate. So otherwise, I'm hoping to maybe do a few things like I need to do some refilling of bathroom supplies. So like where I store my Q-tips, those are getting low, floss, things like that. That's what I definitely have on the agenda, but we'll see where the day takes me. We've got shelves in the bathroom now. Jordan and I decided that we are gonna get rid of these. Our apartment has very, very tall ceilings and it just looks too small anywhere that we could think to put it. And you know, we haven't used it in over a year. I think it's time. And then all these ones, we're probably gonna get rid of some of them, but I'm gonna buy some shelves that would go like above here and then maybe one above there. And then I could put some frames and decor up there. So I was thinking I could use some of those frames in here. Our groceries are here. We got some broth to make soup, a cucumber, some frozen berries, carrots for the soup, carrots for some hummus that we already had. I don't know why you got so much cheese, potatoes for the soup, Greek yogurt. I think this might be for some of the overnight oats that we're gonna try to make. There wasn't like a dessert that I wanted this week, so we decided to get this for me. Jordan's dessert, these for the salad. This is not the kind of coffee creamer that he asked for. Peanut butter, whole wheat bread, pure maple syrup, pumpkin so we can make pumpkin waffles. And then Jordan is super into these tilt cups. So I was looking at this list of things that I needed to purge still, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff on here, and I'm not feeling so good about myself. So I decided to go through the bookshelf drawers. All of these drawers are what I meant when I said bookshelf drawers. So basically I have these batteries, some random stuff, and then travel, and I went through them all and it's all stuff that I want to keep. So these are literally all iPhone chargers. This is some other random phone stuff, like an extra phone case, screen protectors, things like that. Got a whole bunch of bricks back there. We've got like the regular USB type and then the USB-C type. We basically kept like one of different types of other cords. We've got some office supplies, some cords for my monitor. I've never used them. I honestly don't know what they're for, but I can't get rid of them because I don't technically own that monitor. My work does. These are like extension cord, like adapter type things. We've got external chargers, a hard drive, and then these are all like adapters and things like that. We've got like emergency lights, tea lights, extra light bulbs, and then in the top one we've got all of our tools. These are all labeled with Post-its right now. They don't look very good. Someday I'm going to use my Cricut to make nicer labels. And in here it's a lot of meaningful stuff, either from the wedding or our honeymoon and a few other like meaningful type things. These are cards to me from Jordan, cards to Jordan from me, and then ones that were given to both of us. And then we each have our own little container of cards from other people to us. This is like our change or coin cup, but a lot of them are actually foreign coins. We do have some DVDs, and these are all pictures. These are all things for like video games. And this is my craft drawer. So underneath, these had to be on top because I use them most. So you can see that I've got watercolor pencils, coloring books, paint brushes, yarn. These are mouse pads. I'm gonna do like sublimation on them. I just haven't gotten around to it. This is tooth stuff, Jordan's contacts. This is Jordan's upcoming Invisalign cases. We've got these extra lint rollers. This is my facial sunscreen. I don't need it quite yet, so we're just storing it in here. We've got another lint roller, like things like that. This is our travel drawer. I've shown this in another video, but it's basically like just full of like either refillable travel containers or like little travel size things that I save for the next time I'm gonna travel. This is just stuff for like video recording. We've also got my Cricut heat press. We've got stuff for my nails, so like nail polish, dip powder, that kind of thing. I also went through our med container. It's basically all organized now, and I can just mark that off. I also mentioned earlier that if I had time today, I wanted to refill a few things that I knew needed to be refilled. This is what we store our flossers in. I also have this little container for Q-tips. Jordan and I were trying to decide if we can go for a walk or not, but as you can see here, the weather app on my phone and the weather app on his phone, and they're both set to current location, and we were obviously both right here, but his shows that it's going to rain forever, and mine it shows that it's only going to rain for an hour, so we are super confused. We decided to go on the walk anyway, and I mean, it didn't rain really hard. In order to mark another thing off of that purge list, I also went through this drawer. Honestly, it was really easy. Doesn't even really count, but basically everything in there we need. It's mostly Jordan's morning meds, and then on the bottom there we have our slippers, which we will be using soon because it is getting cold. Also, if anyone can tell me like what I did to this candle, like why is it so disgusting looking? The other thing I needed to do was go through this end table. It's just a blanket that we use. I had a second blanket on there, and I actually was like, you know what, we never use this one, so we're gonna donate that. I can mark off that I did the end tables. I decided to count up the number of items I have on here and then total up how many I had done so far. And I had done 7 out of 16. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm almost halfway there. Like, what's one more that I can do pretty easily? And so I decided to do the coffee table drawers. Oh my gosh, you can see the cat hair. We have these 3 drawers underneath the coffee table, and they're all designated for like a specific type of thing. Jordan and I both deal with some chronic pain that is benefited from massage and heat and stuff. So I have a little heat mini weighted blanket. Jordan has a little like massage heat pillow thing. And then this is a TENS unit. So we keep it here just so it's like really easily accessible because we literally use it at least every single day. In here, we've got a lot of our meds. And then a few things for Luna, like her treats and her brush, and also our lighter for when we want to light candles and stuff. So this is a little bit of like an office drawer. So in here we keep our, office things. Now I get to mark one more off. So we are officially halfway. It's about 3:30 p.m. As you've seen, we did, I would consider it a lot. I don't know, like obviously it was only half of like all of the places in the apartment that I do want to get around to purging at some point. And some of those I'd already done, but honestly, like it was a lot. There's a lot of decision fatigue that comes with getting rid of things. Things are sentimental, or you're attached to how much money you spent on it, or you feel guilty that someone gave it to you and you didn't use it enough. I try pretty hard to keep in mind that I don't need to torture myself because of past decisions or gifts or things like that, and that I deserve to live in a space that I'm comfortable in, and that the people who love me would want me to live in a space that I'm happy in. So yeah, but I feel like we did a lot today and yesterday. We did a lot this weekend. We have a bag of stuff to donate now, and we also have a pile of stuff that I'm going to try to sell. Good morning. It's been a few days since I last filmed. I was kind of inspired to continue a little bit more of my decluttering. So we actually did laundry yesterday, and in doing so, I was reminded, as I am every time that we do laundry, that I don't have enough hangers for all of my things, and I don't have space in my drawer for all of my things either. So I was thinking right now would be a really good time to go through and just really try to declutter my closet so that I have space for all of the things that I need. Let's get decluttering. My camera stopped recording. I didn't know that there was a limit. The more you know. So I finished going through the closet, and I have a pile of things that I am positive that I'm going to be getting rid of. It's like a trendy tank top that I never really felt comfortable in, 3 tank tops that I wore a lot and now they're just looking kind of dingy and I don't really feel very confident in them anymore. I have a t-shirt from my bachelorette party last year. It's definitely one that I feel guilty getting rid of, but I don't find myself reaching for it, so it's just not something that brings me joy. These 2 are like very thin sweaters, and because they're thin, they're not that warm either. And then I have this sweater, which I used to sleep in a lot. I don't find myself reaching for it. And then this bottom one is actually a sweater that I got when I was in grad school. I wore it so often that now like the lettering is like cracking and stuff. So again, it's a really hard one for me to get rid of because it was so meaningful to me, but I don't wear it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I have this dress that I used to wear to parties in college, and I think I've worn it a few times since then to other kinds of events, but I don't find myself going to events like that, and I think it's important that you shop and dress for the life you live, not the life that you wish you had. I also am going to get rid of this dress, and I've had it for a number of years. I used to wear it. I don't really wear it anymore, and Sorry, I'm getting rid of these 2 older pairs that are faded and that I just don't feel good in anymore. I'm all the way down here because I need you to be able to see pretty high up into the closet and I'm short. So I want to show you now what the closet looks like now that I've decluttered. But I made sure that everything is kind of organized by type of item and color to some extent. There is way more space now. You actually can't see over here, can you? Okay, I had to adjust the camera. Now I'm like really, but it's, you can see that there is way more space in here now. So in the small hangers, I have crop tops and things like that. And then I have more like undershirts and things that I tend to purposely wear like underneath sweaters and things like that. So then it's basically like basic tank tops. I kept 4 graphic tank tops and a few tank tops that are more like form-fitting but still pretty casual. And then tank tops that are like a little bit nicer, like more of that sheer silky material. And then I have a ton of sweaters. White sweaters, black sweaters, sweaters that have gray in them, pink and red/reddish. Cardigans, a few zip-up sweaters, pullover sweaters, some nicer work tops, work pants, and a work skirt, dresses, starting with ones that are like summer dresses, things like that. And then it eventually moves into the long sleeve dresses. I will say I definitely have a lot of sweaters, and the reason for that is because I get cold really easily. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna want to be wearing a sweater. The top drawer is like bras and sports bras and bralettes and that kind of thing. This drawer definitely looks messy still. It is pretty hard to fold this type of shirt. Whatever, I did my best. This is like bodysuits, more tightly fitting shirts, some tight fitting sweaters. These are also tighter fitting long sleeve shirts. These are like more loose fitting long sleeve shirts. Those in the middle are t-shirts, like 2 of them because I don't wear them very often. Long sleeve crop top and short sleeve crop top. In this one, I've got skirts in the back, shorts, lounge shorts, workout shorts, and then like pajama pants and pajama shirts. In this one, I've got all the jeans I'm keeping, as well as all the leggings that I'm keeping. The front is all like Lululemon, and then it transitions into aloe when the color changes. That's the purpose of the color change. That about wraps it up for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back.